Hi everybody. So today we are going to talk about keratosis pilaris. What is it? It is those tiny little bumps that we often see on somebody's tops of the backs of the arms, and you can get them on the tops of the thighs. You also can see them on this part of the face. It usually, sometimes you can just have it on the face and not have it on the arms or the thighs. But usually most people will have a little bit of it on their arms first and then it will go to the face. It is a pore that is blocked. It has that plug over top of it, rough in texture. Again, feels like a towel. If you're rubbing a towel, it's those tiny, tiny little bumps. There is no cure for it 100%. But what you can do at home on a regular basis is use an exfoliant that has a buffing effect on the epidermis. You can use one that maybe has a very fine little granule in it, or you can use one that is absorbing. I personally prefer the exfoliants that have a buffing effect, and that's going to be one that has a little bit of glycolic in it, a little bit of the papaya enzyme papuan, like in, what I use in my treatment room. When I see somebody with keratosis pilaris, I am going to use the Rejuvi Exfoliating Mask, and I'll put it on their arms at the beginning of the facial, leave it on the whole facial until the very end when I'll take it off. It does have glycolic, it has a papaya enzyme in it, it absorbs and eats away at those dead cells. So it's something that's great for you guys to have at home, to use on a regular basis at home. It's also nice, you can do a little dry brushing at home and put it on, but basically it's just keeping it smooth, keeping it at bay. That's best. You find a lot of the time that young kids have keratosis pilaris. It is something you see a lot of young kids have it as a teen, and often later in life they get rid of it. I have noticed over the years, and I myself had keratosis pilaris as a young teen into my 20s, is that it has a relationship to do with sugar. So the less sugar that you eat, the better your keratosis pilaris will be. Doesn't mean it's going to go away, but if you have no sugar in your diet, you are going to see at least an 80% improvement in the keratosis pilaris. It does have a relationship to do with that, and it is often hereditary. So, if someone is a little sensitive, hypoglycemic, if the sugar diabetes in the family, very often you're going to see the keratosis pilaris on the backs of the arms. The less sugar you have, the better it will be. That is keratosis pilaris. It is, as our organs regenerate, and some regenerate every 7 to 12 years, things change. So it's not something you're always going to have necessarily. But for now, if you have KP, cut out the sugar, and especially the white, the not good sugar, right? Cut out the sugar, cut back on the sweets, and your KP will get better. And then exfoliate your arms 2 or 3 times a week. Use that exfoliant that has that buffing effect to really absorb and get rid of it. It's going to keep it smooth, and it's going to keep it much more manageable. Okay, so that's KP. I hope that was helpful for you. Keratosis pilaris, no more. Bye.